Привет! Have you ever thought about learning Russian but felt intimidated? Trust me, it's easier than you think. Stick around and I'll show you why mastering the Russian language can be simpler than you could ever imagined. Let's start by debunking some of the common myths about the Russian language. First, you have probably heard that Russian is extremely difficult to master because of its complex alphabet. But let me tell you that, in fact, there are only 33 letters in the Cyrillic alphabet. Some of them even look and sound like in English, so you can master it within just a couple of hours. It's like learning a secret code, and once you crack it, you're halfway there. Another misconception is Russian grammar is impossible to master. Yes, there are cases in Russian, but they are not as scary as they seem to be. They often follow logical patterns, and with practice, they become natural. Now let's talk about grammar. Unlike in English, in Russian there are no articles such as a or the. That's already one thing less to worry about. Plus, Russian is mostly phonetic, which means that words are read the same way they are written, with a few exceptions. Besides, the word order in Russian is flexible, so you have more freedom in expressing yourself. So there are no tricky silent letters and definitely no diphthongs. So how can you make learning Russian even easier? First, you can start with immersing yourself in the language. Listen to Russian music or podcasts. This helps you get used to the sound and intonations and rhythm of the language naturally. Watch Russian movies with subtitles. Here you can use Lingupie as the easiest way to do that. It gives you the subtitles for your favorite shows and helps you in learning the vocabulary. Another advice I can give you is to practice little and often. Consistency is the key. You don't have to push yourself and learn a language 5 hours a day. Because if you push yourself, then you just risk to burn out quickly and lose all the motivation for learning. Instead, spend 5, 10, 15 minutes a day by reviewing the vocabulary or practicing speaking or listening or a little bit of reading. This will be much more productive. And here you can use such apps as Duolingo to keep your learning fun and engaging. To wrap up, let's talk about the resources. There are plenty of resources out there to help you on your journey. For example, there is a lot of free content on YouTube for beginners to make your feet wet. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Telegram where I post daily useful content. Also, I made a free guide if you want to boost your vocabulary. You can get it from the link in the description. There are also apps like Babbel or Duolingo, which are great to start building up your grammar and vocabulary skills. There are also other apps such as Tandem or HelloTalk, where you can practice reading, listening, and speaking by talking to natives. You see, learning Russian doesn't have to be overwhelming. With the right approach and tools, you will be speaking Russian faster than you think. So if you are ready, click like and subscribe button and follow me for more useful tips in learning Russian. До скорого!